Peace, family. New year, new opportunity in the building. My name is Clive Morrison, the Black Businessman. Welcome to the channel. Today, I'm doing the first video of all our series. My goal is to go 90 days, making a video every day, just talking about everything about business. And today, I'm just talking about my goal framework, which I'm implementing. So the goal framework, I call it the action framework. I just did a little acronym for it. And I want to, maybe it could help. Down below, you can get the resource where I have a whole document talking about the action framework. So you can just grab that and then check it out. So the action framework is just like this, right? Let me start with why it's a problem, why goal setting has been a problem. Because what I've seen is that most times people have goals and they use goal setting that people use for life, right? And when I say goal setting in business, this is strictly for your business. So people have goal setting in life, right? And when that is, you have multiple goals that you want to do. You want to get healthy, you want to get in a relationship, you want to do all these things, you want to buy a house, whatever those goals are, you have a lot of bucket of goals. In a business, right, then you have bigger businesses that plan 3 years out because they have all the things they're trying to move things. So they're working from their quarterly plan towards a 3-year plan. As a small business, what I've seen is that there's people do one of two things, is that they have too many goals, right? They have too many goals where it's like, oh, we're trying to do the website, we're trying to do this. Now, there can be as many goals you want. That's not it. I don't even condone that. I just think about for myself, hey, you can have goals, but also make sure that you're prioritizing the number one goal. Every day we're waking up like this is the number one thing that we're working on. And as you get bigger, right, you're looking at each department. Each department has their number one thing, and then there's an overall company like, yo, this is the number one thing. So I say that to give you the action framework. The bigger businesses, their problem is they're too far out. The personal goals, the problem is that they're focused on multiple things. So I'm always focused on one thing. So there's a lot of books out there. Peter Thiel, The One Thing. You have Steve Jobs. You have Steve Jobs. He was always fanatical about doing one thing, right? So a lot of people were saying it, but they would come ruthless in the company. I just wanted to take that and apply it to myself because I'm always like, what do I need? I wake up every day, in the nighttime before I go to sleep, I'm always thinking like, what is the number one thing that I need to be working on tomorrow? So the action framework goes like this. The first is you need to assess, right? You need to assess the situation. Looking back, it's a new year. What's the number one problem stopping your business right now? And it really comes down to two things. Either you're not getting enough clients or your business is overwhelmed right now. Those are the two problems that every business has. Either they're not getting enough clients or they're overwhelmed in some capacity, right? So it's like, hey, either clients are leaving because you can't take care of them, you can't do fulfillment, or you're just not getting enough clients. And as easy as that sounds, it's still a thing where you have to be able to say that, what is this problem? So once you diagnose those, okay, we can't get enough clients, right? So we took that right now in our business, in the virtual assistant business. We said, hey, we're not getting enough clients. How do we accelerate that? What do we need to do? So we've been doing, so far we've had a lot of referrals. As we came back to the beginning of the year, we were delivering on people, and we're like, okay, what do we need to actually do? So we need to be able to get more clients. Now we looked at all the ways that we could get clients. What were all the ways that we could get clients? And then we had to say, hey, we need to double down on whatever it is that we're gonna figure out to get clients. So the first thing we wanted to do, we said we're gonna focus on LinkedIn. Now I wanna give this, especially in marketing, they have this thing, one funnel, one mechanism, one sales process, one product till you get there. And where my thing is that I want to master this one channel and then move on to another channel to get more clients. Or maybe we can just get more clients until we just keep doing more and more and more and get better and better and better until we even have to try something new, right? So going after that and making sure that we're doubling down on that. Now, next part comes in, we have to create a plan, right? That's the C in action. You got to create a plan. So what's the plan? We always reverse engineer the plan that we have on what we're going to do to be able to get more clients. So to be able to do whatever we're going to do, we're reverse engineering it. So Getting a client on LinkedIn specifically, what does that look like? What do we have to do to get a client on LinkedIn? And now this is not a broad step. This is like, what does somebody have to do to actually pay us money from LinkedIn, right? What does that look like? They're paying us money on LinkedIn. So where does the payment environment happen at? The payment environment happens on the sales call. Okay, so they're on the sales call. Well, how do we get them to the sales call? All right, we have to set an appointment. Okay, so how do we set an appointment? Well, we have to reach out to them. All right, how do we reach out to them? Well, we have to reach out to them by making connections. Okay, so how do we make connections? Well, we go on LinkedIn, we have a profile, and we start sending out connection requests. Oh, so this is the process for us to get clients. Now we're able to see step by step what that is. So now we created a plan. We said, okay, we need to be able to reach out to them. Now we start from the beginning. We're reaching out to them, sending out connection requests. And then from those connection requests, when they connect, we're sending messages. From the time they're sending messages, now we're going to set appointments. And from the time, and once we get them an appointment, we get them on a sales call. And once we get them on a sales call, we close the deal. That's the goal, right? And we have to see if that works. So that comes into the number 3 thing, which is track the progress, right? So we want to make sure that we're tracking the progress of what's going on. So we're just tracking. Hey, we sent out 200 connection requests. 100 people accepted them. Out of those 100 people that accepted them, we sent them messages. Out of those messages, 50 people replied to those messages. Out of 50 people that replied to those messages, we sent all those people a calendar link. All the people who said they wanted a calendar link, we got them. We booked them. We booked 20 people. Out of those 20 people, we got them on a sales call. 10 of them bought. Right? That allows us to get measurements and understand that we're tracking the progress. Once we are tracking the progress, we can start seeing numbers fundamental. This is where data comes in. And then understanding what's going on. Now, in order to get that data to track the progress, you got to do this consistently. So we start setting up what is our daily cadence and what is our weekly cadence. What are we doing every day and every week on this platform? So of course we send out, so you can send out 200 connection requests. So we send out 200 connections a week. So that means that we sending out 40 a day, right? So we're making sure that we send out those connection requests every day. And then we're doing our follow-up sequence. Okay, we're following up. Then we have a comment strategy. We comment on platforms. So we make sure we do that. So we're implementing consistently every day, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing that and making sure that we're implementing. Once we start implementing, then we can start observing the results. We can say, okay, we track the data. We're doing it consistently. What's happening? Okay, we saw that we sent out 100 messages and 200 connections and we got 100. That allows us to see what's going on, what messages are working. Every step of this process, we're looking at it and we're crafting the plan. So this is where I say that it's one thing, because you have to be very detailed about this one thing to craft this plan, because every area of it, you're gonna be looking at every single step of it that's going on. So observing the results is making sure that we're going back. So we're having a weekly meeting. Okay, so what happened this week? Okay, we sent out 200 requests. We got 100. We got 100 connections. Out of those 100 connections, we sent them all a message. We got back 40 messages. Okay, let's look at the message. I like the split test. So we split test the message. Which ones are doing better? This allows you to start seeing data. This allows you to start making adjustments. This allows you to doing things. And then so if now you have your 90 days come up, right? So we go into the last part, which is next steps, which is you repeat the process again of everything we just did, but we go back. Did this happen? Did we achieve our goal? Did we start getting more clients? Did we show up this problem? And then it's just crazy because the next quarter might be the same problem again. Or maybe we may have fixed it. We may now, hey, listen, our client delivery is bad. We've been getting so many clients and we haven't been able to service them the way we want to. So we got to shore that up. So this allows you to understand, because this is the thing I've learned in business, is that when one problem is solved, another problem gets created. So this allows you over your 90 days to see what goes on and see where you're at and see how you actually execute. All right. So remember, that's the action plan. Assess, right? Create a plan, right? Implement, you see what I'm saying? Then you're going to observe the results, right? And then you're going to look at the next steps. All right. Got to track progress. So make sure you do that. All right. So anyways, man, this is the day 1 of the video. I'm dropping a video every day. Just talk about the frameworks, everything that we're doing in the business and how we're actually executing. So stay focused. Just my thoughts on business too, right? As I grow these businesses, and stay focused, stay blessed. Y'all have a great day. Remember, the link is in the below for the whole document, and we'll have another video tomorrow. Peace.